retired U.S. Army Major General William Enyart. He was with us yesterday as the protests grew violent in Beirut. Thank you so much for being back again. If Israel proceeds with a ground invasion, what's the end game?
Well, Adrienne, frankly, we don't know, and I'm not sure that Israel knows. I think their end game at this point is to destroy Hamas, as they have proclaimed. They view Hamas as an existential threat to their nation. Hamas has been firing thousands of rockets, mortars, and artillery against Israel and killing and kidnapping their citizens. So the Israelis' full intent, and I just got off the phone moments ago with a very senior Israeli defense official, their intent is still to destroy Hamas. Don't make any mistake about this. Israel will attack. I think that they're simply in an operational pause to make sure that their logistics are right, their troops are right, the training's ready, and when they're ready, they will attack.
Israel's critics say there's no exit strategy here at all, and that Israel militarily has occupied the Gaza Strip. Though, what are your thoughts there? Because if they had been occupying the Gaza Strip, would Hamas have been able to do what they did?
You know, that's an open question. We occupied Afghanistan for years. We occupied Iraq for years and weren't able to control what happened in those nations. I don't think that Israel will be able to control what happens in Gaza simply because as a democratic nation and a nation that pretty well goes along with international law and applies international law to their combat, they're not going to be willing to take the steps that they'd have to do to control a restive population. I believe that what Israel will do is they will, after they invade, they will establish a security zone. They'll push back the Gazans and prepare a security zone entirely surrounding the Gaza Strip in order to more fully secure their people and their territory from any further attacks by Hamas.
But if Hamas is gone, if they are destroyed, as Benjamin Netanyahu spoke of early on in this conflict, who's in charge of the Gaza Strip?
Well, that's the $64 question, Adrienne. At this point, there is no answer to that question. You know, the Palestinian Authority, which governs the West Bank, has not been able to control Gaza. They were kicked out and Hamas took over. And would a future governing body be worse for Israel than Hamas? There's simply no way to control that. I think what Israel's intent is to punish Hamas and essentially the Gazans in such a manner that they will replace Hamas of their own accord with a regime that is not so violent,
not so evil. Do you predict a hostage rescue or hostage negotiation?
Well, the senior official that I just spoke to said there will be no negotiations between Israel and Hamas over the hostages, period, full stop. I think that there probably will be negotiations via third parties. Clearly, other nations are interested in getting their citizens back, especially the U.S. The problem I think that Israel faces with negotiating for the hostages is, and I hate to Monday morning quarterback here, but when they paid 1,000 Palestinian prisoners for one Israeli soldier, they set a pretty high bar for negotiations. Thus, they have to take that position that there will be no negotiations.
Major General William Enyart, thank you again for all your insights. We'll speak to you again soon.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.